Welcome back to Wrap Shop Garage. Today is another episode of the garage part instead of the wrap part. So we're doing the car collection review because you guys asked for it, and I'm going to deliver. So today we're going to do the second car, which is the easiest to get to. That's why we're doing this one. But I'll tell you what, for the next car after this one, I'll let you guys choose. We can do the 1962 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88. We can do the white 1991 SHO Plus. We can do the 2003 Harley-Davidson Ultra Classic Anniversary Edition. We can do the 1993 Chevrolet Pace Truck, the 1994 Mustang GT convertible with 30,000 original miles, the 1974 Z28 that's in a million pieces, the 1991 Dodge two-wheel drive pickup, a couple other cars, but if you want, drop in the comments, let me know what you want to see next. But for today, we have this 1991 SHO Plus. It is black on black. It features a 220 horsepower Yamaha 3-liter V6.
So back in the day when these cars came out in 1989, they were faster than Camaros, faster than Corvettes. They were killing Mustangs. They were keeping up with Ferraris. These things were impressive for your four-door family sedan.
I am the fourth owner of this car. So this car spent its life basically in Illinois. From new, it was owned, so from 91 until I believe 1995. And then the second owner purchased it. And he had the car from 1995 until about 2000, I want to say 18, 19. And he sold it to a couple of really good friends of mine, which they are show collectors, and this is one that as soon as I got this, I wanted to get this from them. So I kind of pried it from their hands. I don't really think they wanted to let it go, but they knew it was going to a good home. So then I've owned this car from probably 2020, 2021 until now, and this is a car that I'll just never let go. So it needed a couple little things taken care of when I first got it. So it needed valve seals because this car sat for a long time. I believe it's got 93,000 miles on it. So the valve seals are pretty dried up, so it smoked pretty bad on startup and under acceleration. And we put rod bearings in it. Just these things are known for washing them, so we just kind of did it as a precaution. They really weren't terrible, but it's a good, I feel better knowing that they were done. So this car is, out of my two SHOs, this is the one that is not really stock. It's stock appearing, but it does have conies with Ibach springs, so it's lowered. It does have Borla exhaust, and it is chipped. So back in these days, cars weren't tuned. You could buy a piggyback chip for the computer. So this car's chipped. It has a couple other little modifications to it, like a bigger mass airflow sensor, and probably forgetting a couple other little things, but it's not stock. And I can definitely notice a difference between this one and my white one as far as power goes. So let's take a look at the interior, and let's start this thing up, and we'll take a look around the car. So this car does have tinted windows. I do have a couple issues I need to take care of on this car. At some point between the first two owners, I don't remember which one it was. I believe it was the second owner. It was in a, it was rear-ended. So I'll drop some pictures here of when the car was rear-ended, and it had to have the rear half of the car painted, and also I don't know if it received a full paint job at that point, but the hood is pretty chipped up, and you can see that there's sander marks in the hood. So whoever did do the paint work on it, it wasn't fantastic at the time. So I do want to have the hood and the bumper resprayed, and also the fenders are pretty scratched up. So basically from here forward, I'm going to have it resprayed. And the deck lid does have a little bit of rust on it, but I do have a new deck lid for it, so I need to get that painted. And just a couple of little odds and ends. I have new moldings for here to put on it. These are starting to, they rust and corrode from underneath, the metal does, and then it kind of gives little bumps into the rubber. So I got to replace those. Otherwise, it's a great driving, so this car is considered a 1991 SHO Plus, and what the Plus means is it's an exterior package 212A. It came out mid-year, I think, in May of 91. And basically what they were doing is they were ramping up for the 92 changes in the model year, so they introduced a package for the 91s. It's a pretty rare car. This black, I'm not sure about the black on black actual numbers, but I know just having a black 91 SHO Plus, it's one of, I believe, 600, I'll drop it here, maybe 600, 650 that were made. So it's actually a pretty rare car. It's definitely worth having in the collection.
So here's a picture of my first SHO that I bought in about 1997. I fell in love with these cars. I first saw a green Gen 2, which they made a million of those cars, but I couldn't afford one of those at the time, so I bought this 1991 and never looked back. I fell in love with this generation versus the Gen 2, and I've owned 4 Gen 1s and 2 Gen 2s. So great cars.
Okay, so that's going to wrap up the review of the 1991 SHO Plus. And again, let me know in the comments which one you want to see next. If you want to see any of them next. If you don't want to see any more of the collection, we don't have to do these videos. Kind of cool doing them. It gives me a chance to go through and recollect why I have these cars when I bought these cars, and tell you a little bit about them. So I do enjoy doing these, but let me know in the comments what you want to see next. And that's going to be it for today. Please like, tag, share, and subscribe. Click the little notification bell so you can see when I release a new video. And as always, thanks for being here. Take care.